Right, thanks to the lovely people at EFL, EAFC. We're at the cinema today, me and Jobe. Jobe, how are you firstly?
Yeah, all good, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. We've just been out on the pitch. We won't reveal all. Firstly, How did you think I did?
I thought you did all right, mate. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. You got close to a few things. And
Yeah.
A lot of kicking, though.
A lot of kicking?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable if you were my goalkeeper.
What, not even with this new sort of modern passing out from the back?
No, it's just saving with your feet.
Right.
Makes me a bit...
Well, that's because I'm all limbs, really.
Yeah, I get it, yeah. You've got to work to your strengths, haven't
That's
you?
enough about me. It's enough about me. How are you, firstly? How are you enjoying your season? How are you enjoying football?
Yeah, loving it, yeah. I'm just glad that I can get to play so much for such a great club, you know, and with great teammates, so yeah.
And in terms of that, we spoke a little about it earlier, but like the minutes in your legs and the sort of the competitiveness of the championship, do you really feel like you're developing from that standpoint?
Oh, definitely. I feel as though every other week, really, I'm improving. You know, you have the odd tough game, but that's expected. I think at my age, the amount of minutes, and then obviously what the league's like, it is tough, and you have to get used to it. So it's really harsh and relentless, but I think in the long run, it'll be really good for me. Yeah.
Right, let's get on to your EAFC card. You
Yeah.
saw it earlier. Look. What do you want improving? Are you happy with it?
I think I can improve everything there. I think in the next few years it will be much better. So only time will tell, really. But no, I'm not happy. But I can use it to get better.
Is that motivation?
Motivation, yeah, it's good.
What are we looking at? Strength, shooting, passing?
I'd say passing deserves to be higher.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say that. But no, I understand why it's low. Yeah.
Don't say that. Give it back to him.
But no, yeah, passing I think could be a bit higher. But it's okay.
And in terms of, we mentioned how tough the league is. In your career so far, who's the sort of toughest opponent you've come up against?
It's not an easy question. That even there's players like in the Championship that I probably don't get as much credit. You know, even like Schmodix. I'm trying to think in midfield really. Sara at Norwich, they're good players. Like I like how they play kind of quick passes, combinations, and almost like you get tight to them and they use that to get round you. So yeah, there's players you can definitely learn from like them. Yeah.
The last time I saw you was a couple of years ago, just behind closed doors friendly. I went, how are you? You went, I've just finished my GCSEs. I was like, I think sometimes people forget how young you actually are and how well you're doing. Do you think that there's a perception of footballers that, you know, as soon as you're in the first team, it's like, you're a man, but they forget about the development side of things? Yeah,
definitely. But I think that's your job, you know, to try and stay focused on your own development. And there's plenty of people at every club who help young players with that, you know, just staying grounded and remembering the things that will actually get them far. Because obviously football's a game where everyone chips in with their opinion, and which is fine, everyone's entitled to that. But you have to remember whose opinion matters and what opinions have been tried and tested. And there's lots of people here who've developed top players, and I want to be a top player, obviously. And there's things they help you with, and probably staying focused and not listening to the noise is part of that, you know.
In terms of what you've achieved this season, obviously getting your first goals, how was that? 2 in 1 game. Was that relief as well as excitement for you?
Yeah, a bit of both, you know. Pride as well after the game, you know, when you see your parents, it brings a lot of pride. But yeah, relief, I'd say, because it's something in your mind. You wanna score goals, you know, especially me in the position that I play. So yeah.
Football is so relentless as well. Like I think you're nearly on 50 first team appearances coming up now. Like, do you ever get time to step back and, you know, it's so impressive what you're doing? Yeah,
it's hard to during the season, especially. I think at the end of the season you can have a bit of hindsight and look back on things longer term. But when you're in it, and especially I like to think the mentality that I've got, it's hard to look long term and go, actually I've come on heaps and bounds. But I've made a lot of progress, but there's a lot more that I want to do.
Right, I think this is a record for me. I think we're about 6-7 minutes in and I've not bought a Birmingham City. It's normally takes me a lot quicker than that. How do you look back on your time on that? How do you reflect on it, and how do you feel about it now?
Wonderful place to develop at obviously the club that I love so much. You know, there was probably a point in my childhood where I loved Blues more than I love football. You know, that's how much I loved them. And
same.
Good to know. I think that's still the case for you.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been good at football.
But no, yeah, it's a wonderful place for me to develop. They're known really for developing top young players that come out of our city. You know, and it gave me a lot of pride to play for my club. But I think at some point you have to kind of take emotion out of it and make the best decisions for your career, and I thought that I did that, yeah.
And rightly so, Sunderland fans will be saying what about us, but you've warmed to them. I know you've embraced, is it the Elvis song?
Oh, I love it, yeah, it's amazing.
Is that your karaoke song now?
Yeah, it is now, unfortunately. Yeah, well, I sang it for my initiation. It was not a great version, but no,
you've got a good set of lungs on you?
No, not really, no, it's the nerves as well.
We can develop that maybe for next time.
Yeah, could do, yeah.
Yeah, get the karaoke mic
I'm not singing now or anything like that, just...
Dim the lights, no, I'm joking, you're fine.
But no, yeah, I love the song, and the atmosphere on match days is amazing. I think it's a perfect place to grow, you know. What I've learned to is probably not get too high, not get too low, because it's a really emotional club, and obviously there's so many people who care about the club and want the best for it. But as I say, the Championship, there's game after game. So when you do lose, it's not the end of the world, although it can feel like it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, especially at this club where it means so much. Yeah.
Right, just finally from me, wanted for you to build your dream five-a-side team, but with players that are currently playing.
So I reckon you go...
Me in goal?
No, I want this team to win, sorry mate. So
Pleasure
keeper,
speaking to you.
keeper, I think the best at the minute is probably Alisson.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think I'll go for
How attacking we going? You having a defender?
I like to be defensive, you know. I'd probably go a 2, 1 and a 1.
Nice.
So I'd go Van Dijk and I'd probably go Rudiger. I think Rudiger's
Wow, okay.
top defender. And then just in front, the best player in the world, Jude Bellingham. So
Never encountered him,
no, yeah.
can't tell you that.
And then
Do you not putting yourself in?
No.
No? Managing from the sidelines?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
Okay.
I just let them play.
Yeah.
Just let them play. They're good enough. They know what they're doing. And I think at the minute it's hard to look past Harry Kane as well, you know, how good he is. And obviously Haaland's injured, so I'll go Kane.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'll
It's
take
a bit
that.
of a like sentimental team. They're players that are favourites, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is a bit biased.
It's your
but
team, mate.
Yeah, my team.
Just finally, just before we go, rest of the season, what sort of, do you have like personal goals and objectives? Obviously the team ones sort of speak for themselves, but what about you?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, as a team, as you mentioned, we need to get this club back to the Premier League where it belongs. But on a personal note, I was looking at 10 goal involvements at the start of the season. I think I'm on track to doing that. I need to keep chipping in with more goals, more assists, you know, and that's a target. Because at the end of the day, that's what wins your games, you know. So yeah, that's a target for me. Yeah.
When we're talking England national appearance? Don't want to put too much pressure
No,
on you, but
you have it in your mind, but I probably shouldn't say. I sound a bit arrogant, but no.
Hey,
I
you've
think
got your
hopefully
own
in the
goals.
next couple of years, maybe.
yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open-ended like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Joe, thank you for
Pleasure.
your time.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Pal.